welcome to Companion Quest
We're a couple.
of Let's Players.
Today we're playing Dragon Age Origins, continuing from last time.
Yeah, we're continuing the story of Tak, the coquettish female Dalish rogue.
Yeah.
Let's resume. Last time, we got to we finished the
The opening story.
Yeah, the opening story. It was the wood elf,
Dalish elf.
Dalish, but they're the
They live.
They're-
They
there's-
happen to live in the woods.
yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was specifically the wood elf. I could be confusing my terms.
No, there's no different races of elves.
Yeah. I meant more it was the wild start as opposed to the city start, out of the
Well,
wood.
Dalish
out of the woods.
and city elves are two different kinds of elves. Dalish elves are never
I think at the start you just race of Dalish elf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're an elf, but it's not like the.
Yeah, maybe that was named two different things. I don't remember. I don't remember. Last time we were chatting about the origins of Dragon Age Origins.
The origins.
The origins.
You must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Uh-huh.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Yeah.
Do you?
No, I don't. I know everything is. So we were talking about the origins of this game. We were talking about the origins, sort of a little bit of BioWare and sort of the Baldur's Gate 2 series.
Dragon Age being a definite successor
Mhm.
of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. So Baldur's Gate was done by Black Isle, which is a part of Interplay, and Interplay worked with Silicon and Synapse. Silicon and Synapse eventually became. Sorry, didn't work on Baldur's Gate with Silicon and Synapse. They worked on other games, like the Super Nintendo game Lost Vikings with Silicon and Synapse. They eventually became Blizzard. Silicon and Synapse became Blizzard back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah. So and BioWare is a company in Alberta.
Yes,
Alberta,
it is.
Canada. Yeah.
Alberta, Canada.
Yeah,
Edmonton specifically.
That's where I grew up. Did you know that? I grew up there.
Did you?
I did. I grew up there. One of my cousins is actually friends with a bunch of the animators at BioWare.
Fancy.
Yeah. We'll see it coming back.
That's how the town feels.
Yeah. So
Do what the king wants in the end.
when I was younger, he actually gave me a really cool birthday gift.
And they
What
find
is
out the queen.
It was a copy of the Xbox game Jade Empire,
Okay.
but the inside pamphlet was signed by all the artists at BioWare.
Oh, that's really
And
cool.
It is. It's really cool. I didn't have this appreciation for BioWare at that point in time. I didn't really know who they were.
Sure.
I was a kid and I didn't have the same appreciation of this gift. And I think right now that copy of Jade Empire is sitting in my sister's basement.
Oh, yeah.
Because she took the Xbox. As we grow up, we kind of just split all. She's also a video game enthusiast. She loves video games, so she took the copy of Jade Empire. I think either she has it or my brother has it. But I think it's my sister.
I've never played Jade Empire. I've never played it. I've never heard of it, really.
How can you not know of
It was one of the first
Free Ferelden?
BioWare
He
games
was the brains
back in
behind
the day.
King Harrod's
Yeah.
armies
Wasn't it
and drove
RPG?
out those damned
Yeah, it
orcs.
was. It was for Xbox. It was this RPG. It was RPG-esque. It was very. I think it was very linear, and it had kind of a ninja-y combat system. From what I remember, I didn't play it a whole heck of a lot.
Was it turn-based?
He's inside,
No,
but
it was
I
kind of real time. I
my
think
place to
Okay.
discuss
it was kind of swooping and swishing, and you just kind of
An action RPG.
yeah.
Ooh, a persuasion opportunity.
Oh yeah, love persuasion opportunities. Love opening up these storylines from having coercion.
So what this guy's talking about is how Taron Logain and King Kaelin have been arguing.
speaks his mind,
Um,
and the king
Taron Logain is a lot more cautious than Kaelin is. Kaelin's just like, Psh, whatever, Blight, this isn't real Blight. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
And Taron Logain's like,
Yeah.
calm down.
I
That's
suppose
a-
I've a message for him.
that's a death flag.
That's a death flag.
We talk about death flags all the time in our lives. Oh god, there's a TV show we watched that has a lot of death flags.
So many death flags, and they never follow through with them.
Yeah.
So you can never know when it's real death
Yeah,
flag.
well, no,
or-
I think that's kind of good actually, having so many death flags, and some of them are real, but most of them aren't. I don't know. It's just it actually creates a real sense of suspense, and because you never know. I think they'd be willing to kill off anyone. Maybe, kind of, a little bit. Not quite. No, the show we're talking
I
about
would
is...
stop watching if they killed off certain
Sure,
characters.
sure. We're talking about Madam Secretary
Yeah.
on Netflix. Good show, good show.
It's not like on Netflix like normally.
Yeah,
it's,
no, it's not.
on
It's
some
right,
channel.
right, you're right.
We just don't have cable.
Yeah, I watch it on Netflix. That's where I get my fix. Yeah, fascination you don't
Orders
share.
are impressive, but not as relevant as Kalen thinks. I see you're a Dalish. Marek knew a Dalish elf once.
Yeah, another game that Interplay was working on, or Black Isle, I should say, after Baldur's Gate, was they were working on Fallout 3. But the entire Black Isle company got laid off, and I don't know.
If Kalen has his way, you will.
Yeah, so Fallout 3 then went over to...
Bethesda.
Yeah. Was it Bethesda that worked on Fallout 3 specifically, or was it the...
I mean, Bethesda was the publisher for sure.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe not for sure, but it's a Bethesda game. I'm not sure who the developer was.
Sure. But that was an interesting,
Yeah, like,
turn of events.
they
twist of fate.
worked on Fallout 2.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Interplay?
Interplay, yeah.
Interplay worked on
Interplay.
Fallout 2.
The creator of
They
Baldur's
were
Gate, yeah.
they were gonna work on Fallout 3, which I wonder if it would have been in 3D, because it might have been like a top-down kind of RPG, like it was.
Sure.
Or-
Yeah. My guess is they probably have plans for it to be in 3D, but that's just a guess. I don't actually know.
Wonder how far along in development they got if they only were able to like register their trademark on it. Or...
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
The poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help. I need him muzzled first.
Oh, Pupper. Hey, Pupper.
Give it a shot, yeah.
Hold the pen and let him smell
And then
it. No right or
the Dragon Age Origins being spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate
I'd really
2.
hate to put him down.
I think it's because they didn't have the IP, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But I think it was worked on by a lot of the same
Oh yeah.
folks. I
I mean, a lot
could
of
be
the same
mistaken
people who worked at
Mhm.
Interplay then went on to work at BioWare.
there. When Black Isle got like
Oh yeah, Black Isle. Yes.
when that guy. Well, Black Isle was part of Interplay.
Yes.
When they got let go. Yeah.
Poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances.
So what a strange little twist of fate that brought us this beautiful game.
Happen across it.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's just like back in the I don't know if I would call it the
Probably.
golden age of video games, because I feel like we're in a golden age now of video games. It's like
I guess it depends on who you talk to.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure there's someone who's just like, oh, all these kids with their single player games. There's gonna be someone in 30 years who's like, they're playing Team Fortress 80. And like,
If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll
So I'm
be
definitely
dead.
I want to save this doggo for sure. I'll see
you
how
like the dog?
Oh, what a nice little friend.
I know.
to have. I hope. Oh man, I wonder if there's like a mod to get the dog as like a fifth party member. That would just be too insane.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
there is. There is absolutely
No,
that
it
mod.
exists?
Yes.
No way.
I was scrolling through it when I was like, oh, we might need a stability mod for this.
Oh sure.
I couldn't really find one, but like that was like the third top mod on Nexus mods for
Sure.
Dragon Age Origins.
Breath, another elf. What do you want?
Oof.
Ow.
Congratulations. Not bad for an elf. Is there something?
Listen here, jerkwater Johnny.
Time for idle chatter. We are. We're
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Why are your panties in a twist?
You're obviously not made of ash.
You take everything so literally.
Only when you're a
Our
dick.
training has been passed down since Lathias the dwarf son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Too long.
You don't want to hear it.
I mean, I would
know
be
what it was?
as a incredibly sarcastic elf that we plan to be.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I would say.
What do you guys
We
do?
harness the rage inside us, nurture it, draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds.
I wonder how this conversation would go if you were a dwarf.
I trust my
Probably
elf
much better.
life.
Probably be much more happier than me.
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same. My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
I don't know that I've ever talked to him before. I think
Really?
I think I've missed him. So I was interested in that little storyline. Let's go. Ooh, is that elf root?
That elf fruit.
Yep, it's everywhere. But I still pick it all the time. I don't even know if I ever end up using it for things, but I just like
You
to
can
pick
make potions with it.
it. Yeah. I probably will make potions with it because this is, we're playing on the hard difficulty mode for those of you who were not here. But
You may not want to remain here long, Warden.
let's just hit up the,
Tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
let's hit up Jory over here.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about. Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Our Lady.
Redcliffe.
I wasn't aware elves could join the
That's a
Grey
place.
That is a place.
That a place that exists.
It is a place that exists.
I did not mean to offend you. Clearly your skills have impressed Duncan. I hope we're both lucky enough to...
That's a real subtle way of saying you're pretty good for an elf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's just everyone's like, oh, you're pretty good for an elf, but in like nicer ways of saying it. But it's still pretty
It
racist.
still hurts, yeah.
It still hurts.
I mean, I guess we'll find out, but I don't think what end up being your kind of like main companions, the ones that don't die in cutscenes.
Spoiler alert! Oh no.
I don't know if they're ever very racist toward you.
There is one who is a little bit. And I'll tell that you when item number 72 comes up.
Okay.
Because it's the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll bring that up too when that comes up.
I'm still super curious about this. I'm just like,
yeah.
I know everything about Dragon Age. I know everything about this and this and this, and like you're this newbie coming in.
Oh no! It's not actually called item 72. I know that. Yeah, okay. I'm just giving it the moniker item 72.
Okay.
Just so that we've got
I'm
something
excited to
reference
learn this
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Give me those juicy knowledge.
Oh no, it's not that juicy.
Oh, no.
I think you'll be. I now fear you'll be disappointed.
I will be not disappointed. I will be very excited regardless.
Okay. Excellent.
I don't suppose you've come to sentence me? No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water.
Not so much kindness as the ability to persuade, which is going to come in use here in just 1 second.
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Easy. No
Why would
problem.
you put your dinner in your coat?
Because his armor doesn't have pockets, so it's a skirt.
I mean, I'm assuming he's wearing his coat. Is there?
I'm guessing it's like somewhere here,
Sure.
somewhere inside this
Well, I want
bodice
to get
of
all
his.
linty.
I don't know that they worried so much about that back in this time. I mean, I would maybe pick off a lint.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
I mean,
Don't
Yeah, it
expect
sounds
him
yeah.
right.
They won't drag you off and
Yeah.
eat you. They drag you off and turn you into a dark spawn.
Yeah.
Since nobody said
Haven't
nothing to
had
feed him, the only
the
way
fear
we'll
of the
get
dark
is if I
spawn
give him
really
up.
like the real impact of this. They're like, oh, it's not.
All right, all right.
Oh yeah,
I guess
love
a
having
poor
good
fella could
persuasion.
stand to have one meal
Just look at all these things I get to do. Yeah, you do that. Like yeah, sure. Just gotta level max that persuasion. Just make everybody do what you want. Persuade your way through the entire
It's
game.
really difficult to do when you're not a rogue or really like a fighter.
To have persuasion.
Yeah, because like I mean,
Oh, there's so many
to
points.
level up your cunning
Oh,
when
yeah, sure.
as a mage is a little bit more difficult because you want to put those into different stuff.
Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are.
Yeah, no, give me that key.
May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Yeah.
My belly thanks you.
Oh
At least
no.
if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on
Oh, I think I was supposed to. Oh shoot! I think I was supposed to say what's in it for me, and then you can give me a key.
Oh,
Darn, I
darn.
missed that. Whoops.
You didn't quick save.
Whoops. Quick save. And then and I was like, "How'd you get the key?" He's like, I smuggled it away.
I'm pretty sure
And
there's a key
it
someplace
came
else.
back. I mean, he's like, he poops out the key, guys. That's the secret there.
Oh.
He eats and poops out the key.
Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Are you mistaking me
How?
for a servant?
How dare?
Oh, you're the one who arrived with of the Grey Warden. Please forgive my rudeness.
See, this guy,
So many elves.
I mean,
about. I've been waiting for.
at least he's like, oh, I apologize. You're way more important than I thought you were.
But still,
But he still
yeah.
treats his elf like a,
Yeah.
like his, I guess his elf servant, like
Uh-huh.
a dick.
Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for?
Can you just like come back to him later? Like, did your elves unionize yet?
Yeah.
But you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide.
Oh my.
You just met me. I just berated you. I'm glad I'm so persuasive.
Maybe the Grey Wardens are just like, I mean,
Oh yeah, sure.
probably good customers.
Have that
Getting a
level
good
of-
word.
Yeah. Ooh, so expensive. Ooh, look at that. A gold for an injury kit.
For a whole $1.
And a health potus was 1 silver at the last place I bought it at. Now
What?
it's like, yeah, ugh. You don't even have a backpack for me. You're worthless. I do have some.
He's quite expensive. He's probably the only merchant in the long while.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm just taking a look at what armor I just picked up. I'm gonna hang on to that for some of my other companions. Hey, Davith, how's it going, buddy?
You're not what I thought you'd be.
Cutie patootie? What do you think I'd be?
Not an elf, yet here you are.
God, man, everyone. That really sets the tone for the lore.
It does.
Just like,
Cook this ritual up just for our benefit. Just to give us a good scare. No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple
Sneaky.
of Grey Wardens talking.
He's sneaky like you were
I
sneaky.
listen in for a bit.
I think he's probably sneakier than me because I didn't level my sneak.
That's true. Maybe you can find traps better than you.
It's all too secretive.
Oh God. Episode 1,
I guess we'll have
please.
to wait and see. You take what you get, right? Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Lastly, I need to go grab Alistar.
Lestar.
Alistar. He's the star of the show. That's why I call him Alistar. Just double checking I'm going the right direction. Oop, over this way.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from revered mother.
That voice.
She
Ooh,
desires your presence.
yeah.
What her reverence desires is
Ooh, baby.
by the king's orders, I
How's it going, buddy?
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
The sarcasm.
Glibness doesn't
The
It's so
yeah.
thick.
The sarcasming. It starts.
They can taste
Yeah.
it. Delicious.
It's like a little metallic taste in your mouth.
You know, one good thing about the blood.
There it goes. Non-stop.
Non-stop.
Oh, you're a very strange human.
We haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Oh, why would I be?
We haven't. No, I'm gonna go with. Would that be? I'm a little sassy.
I'd like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Hey, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, the Dalish. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize. Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of you.
I wonder
Oh
how-
yeah. Thanks, Duncan.
I wonder how they like send descriptions of people back in this time before you could like send a photo of someone.
Crows.
Well, no, I don't mean literally how they send
Oh.
it. But it's like I meant more
Right.
like
That was the
they're 6'2" and have blonde hair
I mean-
and their eyes look like
He
almonds.
probably says
they
she's
prob-
an elf. She has
Yeah.
darker skin than you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
A few. Yes, just recently.
I've only fought them once up close.
What I love is the way Alistair pronounces Darkspawn. Darkspawn.
Darkspawn.
He's Darkspawn. That's how he pronounces it. I love it.
As I did. You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn.
Darkspawn.
Whenever you're ready.
Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn.
He's got a good pronunciation of Darkspawn.
Yeah.
With the mage. The circle is here.
Darkspawn is a very literal term. Spawn from the dark.
Yes. Yep.
They come from the deep roads, which are very dark.
Yeah, come from below. Yep. They came from behind.
Do you think the Darkspawn call themselves Darkspawn?
I don't know. Maybe. That seems like if I were a Darkspawn, I would wield that and make it my own and wield it with terror. You know, like so. Yeah, I think maybe.
He's saying he used to be a Templar.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered.
So living in Greymourn for 6 months.
Me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently, they didn't get the same speech.
I look forward to traveling with you.
That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know.
You get the impression that everyone in Alistair's life is just like, God, you're annoying. Just like straight to his face.
Yeah. A few things of note. Alistair is the only one that, from the cutscene, goes straight into your party.
It kind of, I mean, that's the opposite of a death flag, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit of one. Also, he has such a nice, well-polished portrait.
Yeah.
Really nice, well-polished portrait. It's, just one of those. Let's take a look at the portrait of the other characters and see what they look like. Also, I gained 5 experience, and Alistair, I believe, also gained 5 experience.
He has 10 out of 3,500.
Yes. Just a small thing of note as we pick up the other characters. I don't know if they gain experience. I don't think that they do.
I mean, like Marrow and Fenrirel didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think the characters that come into your party that are not lawn for this world don't. This is the chest that
yes,
you get the key for.
Yes.
But you get it from the guy in the cage.
Isn't there another place you can get the key, or am I mistaken?
I don't know. The only way I knew how to get the key was from the dude that poops it out. Hey, look who it is. Look who it is.
Hey, it's Wynne.
Yeah, Winnie.
Winnie.
Yeah, it's Wynne.
You're Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud.
It's nice to
introduce myself. I am
Wynne.
One of the mages summoned by
Not certainly not Winnie.
No, Winnie.
I am Talk.
Well met.
What a great name. I like the name Talk.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
To us all.
I spoke about it in the last episode, but it was from Altered Carbon. The name Talk. King Caitlin thinks about it go well.
Always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale.
So I think you do kind of get the impression from Duncan, as Wynne said, that he's not easily impressed.
Well, I did survive a disease.
Yeah.
I survived it. The fact that I even lived through it and killed the Darkspawn on the way through. He was like, "Oh, you've slain Darkspawn? You survived the Darkspawn taint?
Right.
I am impressed with that."
It's in his writing that it really does seem like he's kind of going out of his way to look for people to kind of recruit for the Grey Wardens, and then he's found someone a little bit above what he was expecting.
Yeah.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body,
whether it is to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade.
Graham and I were talking about this not too long ago about like when do you enter the Fade?
Yes, when you dream or die. That's what it says. I don't know if everyone dies. Everyone goes to the Fade when they die, because I know the Chantry was saying that some people who die go to the Maker's Arms, or at least that's what the Chantry teaches. And I believe Liliana will tell us more about that when we chat with her.
Yeah.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
The Chantry says many
It
things.
may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes humans.
I do appreciate that Wynne says that like it might just be allegory, like a lot of religious teachings can be.
Yeah. This is a
Cautionary
conversation.
tales.
Yeah, this is a conversation that I, on my last playthrough, tried to remember, just for when I was going to eventually get to the end to kind of see what came of it. Because I think that I think there are probably seeds of the end game in this very conversation. I don't actually know because I haven't beaten the game. I haven't gotten to the end. I just suspect, based on the writing and the way the talking style goes, that
And the person delivering it.
yeah, that there's some seeds of the end game in this conversation. I don't know what you know from your omnipotent knowledge.
I'm keeping a straight face.
Yeah, you are. I'm trying really hard to read your face and get some clues, and I'm just getting stonewalled. I got nothing. I heard nothing in your voice.
I know.
Nothing from your face.
From a person who's played this game many times, but it's been a long time. I played all the Dragon Age games many times. It's just nice to get like refreshers about that sort of stuff, about like that kind of like background information, because the stuff about being in the Fade and the stuff about the Tevinter, Magisters from the Tevinter Imperium entering the Black City is important for the lore, because this is just kind of like the basis of everything in Dragon Age. Like the Darkspawn were created because of this event.
Yes.
And then everyone except for dwarves dream, and when they dream, they enter the Fade.
Huh. And that's why dwarves can't become mages.
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what happens when a dwarf dies. They go to the Fade.
Don't know.
We'll have to ask a dwarf.
We'll have to ask a dwarf.
Hey dwarf, what happens when you die?
When I say I don't know, it means...
You literally don't know, or you're just not telling me.
It means we'll find out later.
It's a secret. We'll stay with you later.
Yeah. Or I mean, it could also be that I don't know, but you don't know that.
I don't. I have no idea. What's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scroll?
Oh yeah, that's what I was going for. That sounds really good.
Made to the Grey Wardens long ago.
I wonder if this seeds the storyline for the game. I don't wonder. I know it does. It says it's seeding the storyline.
Oh
yeah, just giving us a little taste.
I mean, talking about these formalities, these
Oh,
scrolls, these treaty things, it kind of lends itself to what I was talking about before, with Blights being the kind of the one connector for all the different.
Sure.
Kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah. Well, I think that was.
I
I don't know if that was last episode or the episode before, but.
But like people have to be kind of obligated to kind of serve their purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
even
Grey
then,
Wardens
they don't want to
that.
believe it's really happening.
Yeah.
Okay, I lied. These other character faces are totally chiseled enough and defined enough to be main characters as well. Let's see. What's his experience? 0 of. I don't know if they'll actually get experience, but we'll find out. So we have to go into enter the wild. Before I go into the wild, though, I think there's another location. Maybe.
See if you can talk to Kaelin.
Already.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now.
Yeah, no. Do you know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking.
Yeah.
He holds them in high regard,
I don't know that
as his father did.
I don't know that I can talk to King Kaelin before the fight.
Maybe. When you come back from the wilds, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I thought there was other stuff to loot. Here we go.
The conversation over here is important as long as if you want it to be important. Just talking about the nature of Darkspawn.
Sure. Don't even touch their blood. That's crazy. When you're battling with like maces and mallets and swords and you can't touch their blood. Oh god, that's not a way to fight a war.
Right?
You need some good mages on your team to blow them away from distance or range.
Which is
archers.
Crazy that
that's why they've got so many archers.
Yeah.
And so mages are so hated when they're so needed to kill at a distance.
Exactly.
Yeah, these sacks are what I wanted to loot. I knew there was some stuff over here.
Well, there's just a lady all by herself.
She's sitting in the chant of the light, I imagine.
I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the Fade, for there is no darkness nor death in the Maker's light.
No darkness nor death. Elven messenger.
Hello. I'm sorry. Is there something you needed? Are you the new Grey Warden recruit? I was just walking by when I heard.
Of course I want to inspire a fellow elf.
Wait. You aren't here to tell me I'm in trouble, are you?
No.
I don't think so. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster.
Oh.
I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide.
Oh.
If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy.
Oh, this is the servant that guy was talking about.
Nice talking to someone.
Excuse me while I go take his hide.
How dare you scare this poor boy?
Yeah, how dare you whip the hide off of another,
person?
Being. Yeah, I mean...
Would you consider a Darkspawn a person?
Darkspawn? I don't think so. I don't know that they're
abominations, maybe.
Yeah, they've got maybe they've got an amount of sentience, but
it's I guess I shouldn't call them abominations because abominations are a thing in this game.
Are abominations, yeah.
Be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
I mean, I guess it's easy to, demonize them.
Yeah.
Because they're so filled with malicious intent, and that's all they can be filled with, I believe.
Yeah.
It's just that's what's in their hearts, so it's easy to be like, oh, they are evil, they are bad. Whereas, in other games, there's sometimes like a duality.
Yeah, there's like a gray area.
Yeah, a lot more. Yeah.
I mean, there's some of that in this game, not necessarily.
Well, I mean,
Darkspawn,
we're the gray area.
Yeah.
Because we're a little bit of dark, a little bit
Grey
of light.
Wardens.
Yeah. And on that note, I think this is a good natural stopping point as we just enter the wilds. All right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with us. We're gonna slip out here, but if you wanna watch some more of us, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.